Hey guys, it's Rachel. So, I haven't done YouTube in a very long time, and I figured the perfect way to ease myself back into this whole making videos thing would be with a nice and simple tag video. So today I'm going to be doing the perfect palette tag. So the first category is best packaging. To me, the palette that I have that has the best packaging is the Naked 2 palette. It is made out of metal, and it snaps closed, unlike the Naked 1 palette, which just kind of has a magnet. I like that it's metal. It's very easy to clean. It's very easy to keep nice and neat. I love the color. I'm a cool-toned taupe kind of person. I like that it has the snap closure. I like that it has a nice big mirror. It has a slot for a brush. This is just kind of the perfect packaging to me. The next category is best color payoff. Now, I have a lot of palettes that would have fit this category and have really great color payoff and really great pigmentation, but the one that kind of stood out for me is the Kat Von D Sinner palette. The colors in this palette need the barest hint of a touch in order to get enough color for whatever you're planning on doing with it. So even these lighter colors, like just one swipe, the pigmentation is just there, and it's on spot for every single one of these colors. And honestly, this is just the one that stood out to me as having the best color payoff in my collection. The next category is most versatile. And I feel kind of bad because the palette that I'm going to be showing you guys is no longer available. It was a holiday collection Tarte palette from the Tarte of Giving set. And it just has everything you could possibly want. You could do a purple, cool-toned, taupey, smoky eye, or a neutral eye. You have all of these great blues and silvers. You have what I'm wearing today, which is a kind of warmer, coppery set of colors. And then you've got kind of your basic neutral eye up there. And then they come with eyeliner shades as well, which are these smaller ones. And honestly, I find myself reaching for this every day, if not to do my entire look with it, but to at least get a color out of it, because this is just the most useful, versatile palette that I have. And so even though you can't get it anymore, if you do have it, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is just a wonderful, wonderful palette that can be used for a ton of different looks. Next up is best for traveling. I've already mentioned this palette, and you're going to hear it again, but it's the Naked 2. The reason I think this is the best for traveling is because of the case. It's very slim and compact, and it's not too long, so it'll still fit in all of my makeup bags. And it is metal, so I don't have to worry about the shadows getting crushed or the packaging denting or things like that. And in addition, it has all the shades you would basically need for any sort of trip. It's got the matte neutral shades, it's got the shimmery neutrals, it's got a little bit of a deeper shades, it's got a matte black that you can use to set your eyeliner or things like that. It's really just the perfect palette for traveling. The next category is the biggest regret that I have. And to be honest, I research and I look at reviews and things for every single piece of makeup that I buy, for the most part. And especially with more expensive palettes like these. So I don't regret any of my purchases because I knew what I was getting myself into, and each one of the palettes that I have has lived up to its reviews and its expectations, and I liked them all. There are some of them that I like more than others and some that I don't use as much, but I wouldn't say I regret any of them. For best color names, this one is kind of tricky because I have a lot of palettes that have really great color names, like the Urban Decay, the Naked palettes have really cool names and things like that. The Kat Von D Sinner palette has really like badass names, but the one that stood out to me that I just like the names is the Stila Artful Eye Collector's Edition Volume 2. I got this during Sephora's Black Friday sale, actually, online, and there's only 5 colors in the palette, and they are called Patchouli, Ember, Sandalwood, Rosewood, and Eclipse. And I don't know, they're just simple and warm and inviting names. It's just, I couldn't think of anything else that I liked better. The next category is most used. Now, this isn't my favorite palette, and it's not the one that I use the most now, but because I've had it the longest, it's the one that I've used the most consistently, and I've used the most overall, and that is the Naked One palette. Now mine, as you can see, is totally beat up. This packaging just kind of collects dirt and dust and lint and little fuzzies, and it's, I don't know, you can see that I've hit pan on 2 of the colors, and I've gotten really close on a couple of. This was just one of my first high-end palettes, and I used it a lot. It's not even my favorite Naked palette. I think I like the Naked 2 better, but I can't deny that this is my most used palette. I don't have anything else that I've even come close to hitting pan on, like these 2 shades right here. So yeah, and you can see the little indentation of where my thumb goes when I hold the palette. Naked One palette. Most loved is the next category. Now, as I said with my biggest regrets, I like all of my palettes. I enjoy using all of them, I've used all of them, but the one that I think I love the most because of the color selection, because of the pigmentation, because of the packaging, just overall the one that I love the most is the Naked 2 palette. It has a lot of cool tone shades, which is what I personally prefer, because I am very pink and very cool toned. It's got a lot of stuff for neutralize. It's got like shimmery lid shades over here. It's got a matte black. It's got matte crease colors. It's just got everything that I could possibly need. And this is my most loved palette. Last but not least is my Desert Island pick. And I always find these kind of questions funny because if I was on a desert island, I wouldn't really care about makeup. I'm going to take this as my favorite, go-to, do anything palette. And once again, that is the Tarte palette from the Tarte of Giving. I can't really explain why I picked this one. It's just the one that immediately came to mind. Like, if I could only have one palette, I would want it to be this one. I can do basically anything I want with this palette. So there you have it, guys. That is the perfect palette tag. I had a lot of fun coming up with my answers to each of these questions and coming up with reasons why, and not just kind of saying, well, because I picked it. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. I am so excited to be back on YouTube, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye!